Hello everybody, ahoy and welcome. Welcome to my adorable little wing of the space base. So as you will see here, I have built like a little solar panel arm to the space base. And I like it so much, I'm gonna like duplicate it like that with the tiles so that I can put another one out here. Like, if we're going to be a space station, we should at least vaguely try it look like a space station. I don't know, maybe. God, okay, I'm trying to line things up neatly. Game, would you just stop bouncing me off the scaffolding? Okay, there we go. If that's there, then this needs to come to how wide is that? Nope, doesn't need to go all the way out. Okay, cool. There. Okay. I'll just let the game figure it out. So yeah, I'm building an enormous... Oh, actually I can take this down as well now. Building the enormous things out in space because it's cool to do that. And I trust my droids and drones and what have you will do most of the work. Alright, so as you can see, this is fairly far away from the rest of the base because I just wanted to have some room. And I am conscious that we are exactly 5 hours away from this thing. So max power 1.8 gigawatts. Actually, we're pretty well, we can be pretty close to producing that. So that's probably going to be fine. Put in a couple of solar panel arrays, let things crack on. So all this is just puttering along. I put down these meteor defenses until I figure a better place to put them. These are the global ones, so they've all got a bit of ammo. I made them in this, what is it? This beautiful machine. So I just let it do that. Yeah, do the thing, make this stuff for us, and it seems to be ticking along. I had to expand the coolant array somewhat. It's probably overkill, to be perfectly honest, because we still haven't quite reached a steady state on this. I'm wanting it to hover at 2K, but it's not doing it. And I moved some other stuff around, which I'll show you. So I added in another lens maker, but the bottleneck I'm facing with lens makers is really just, they just can't physically get enough resources in, even with, what is it, like, yeah, 100 odd bots just flying back and forth. Added more telescopes, because that seemed to be a bottleneck as well, and it still kind of is. So as you can see, some of them are backed up with science and others are not, and that is because if you look at the instructions, each one of them takes slightly different amount of time to make, which is ridiculous. This is the shortest with 5.09 seconds, and this is like the longest with 5.8. So that all makes like a difference, which is it's just kind of annoying. There's always going to be one that lags because it's just how it works, I think. Slight delays will add up. So that is kind of bumming me out a little bit right now. The only answer for it really is more space telescopes, but that's pointless till I get these fed by a bus. There's just no point in drone feeding them. Down here I actually came up with a really cunning plan. As you remember, I was getting annoyed at these getting all backed up. And in fact, the insights, that's the barrels, were backed up all the way around, and I wasn't getting the little cubes through. So what I did was I attached a wire to this bit of conveyor belt, and if it reads the contents, it's going to send out whatever comes through. So it's going to send out what comes through, and these are told that if there's more than 2 of the astronomic insight, they're to turn off and not pick up whatever gets sent through the splitter. And the end result is that, as you see, this one's just sitting here, probably because this one's, yeah, it's backed up, so we call this one just in time. That's going to sit there, which means we get 2 or 3 that go through. And as you see, these 2 here will cause at least 1 science to be made, and then the blockage will clear because the factory will want to pull these in. So it just did that. And the result is we're just steadily ticking on with, I don't know, probably a couple of science. Actually, I can probably find out. I'm really curious how much science per minute are we making of astronomic science? It'll be really low, but it will actually be a thing. There you go, 4 science. Whoa, we hit 13 science a minute for a period. That's like over 10 minutes. I don't reckon 6.6 in 10 minutes is about as good as it gets. It's going to take a while to get to 500 science, but we can, well, 250 more, but we can help it along by main busing. I also rerouted a lot of fluids to this side, and then they come up, and they come up here. I did some other moving of stuff. So up here, I moved the polishing of the data cards and the decontamination of the scrap and the fluids that come from that. So this is all just handy good stuff. This is our fluid area, I guess you could say. The only issue in here right now is this guy just gets horribly backed up, and the drones don't seem like that interested in clearing him out. So just gonna send all of you back to Earth. You can go sit in a box. So yeah, that's ticking along up. Actually, what should I do? I should probably tell this not to give me those anymore. Yeah, awesome. So that's going fine. The polished data cards come down to these, and as you can see, I've bussed this so I can expand. And we're bringing down the materials. Oh, this is finally clear. We're bringing down the materials from the launch pads, the landing pads. But I did decide to fix them and create splitters and feeders to make everything work better. Have fully loaded double bloody-blood belts is a useful thing. And this here lifts out the components for the rocket, and this one lifts out the space pod. And the problem is this part here is wrong, so I'm just gonna tear all this out. There's not enough room, so we will fix it by copying this, and then we will send up basically a brand new red rocket, which is going to be awesome. And all I'm calling this one is copper, because in future we will just send all rockets all copper rockets will go to stations called copper. Or data card rockets will go to, I don't think there's going to be any other data card rockets, to be honest. And this is just going to be red circuits. No, it's not. Red circuits is down here. This one I think I'm going to make as steel. Steel, almost spelt it wrong. This will be red chips. And one of the thoughts I've had is to optimize a little bit the way that we're launching rockets on the surface. Like, I'm still not 100% keen on the system we've got, so I will fix it as is tradition. Maybe do that there like that. Red. What are you going to be? Coal. Just a good reminder to change these. And I'm pretty excited, because as soon as we sort out, especially some of these, we're going to be in just like this absolutely amazing place of being able to just churn out a ton of science. And I think at that point, it's time to colonize a different world, really. Probably also set up rocket science, to be fair. I need to set up rocketry science again. Actually, I should check the recipes. Does it even come into play much? Like, if we're down here, yeah, I mean, it always features by the looks of it. Cool, so we will have to do that. So there's those rockets. I think we can afford to put you over there. Okay, no we can't. Fine. We'll just do that. And you just... Are we just going to keep doing that every section? Maybe, but we'll just leave that there for now. So those are all good, and we end up with, I think, quite reasonable spacing. Red comes to here. I have what is it, scrap. So there's a little loop for scrap coming out of these. It just dumps the scrap that we generate into the system. And yeah, down here we have a little bit of copper feeding into the thermal liquid generator stuff. And apparently We are low on heavy. Oh, that's I mean, it's a teeny bit concerning, but we do have a huge pile of thermal fluid, so that should be okay for now. So I did do a little hack here by trying to drain red circuits out of the base, because we've just ended up with vast quantities. So I'm actually not going to send a red launcher up for a long time. And actually, how much copper do we have just lying around? 51,000. So like, I don't even need to send copper up, which is, you know, a bit silly. So I might do almost exactly the same thing here and just say, hey, just yeah, shove copper in there, drones. And no, not me, don't grab me, and just leave them to it, because this will all just, yeah, drain it all out. There's no point in bringing more copper up here. I already have almost entire giant storage chest full of this stuff. So I'm actually really happy with the progress of the base. The only thing is I wouldn't mind at some point just moving this just away. It's full of, I guess, pretty useful stuff. Down here we have the machine, which is very slowly and steadily just cranking away at, is it? Yeah, at the machine learning data. It doesn't need to make a lot to provide us with all the data chips we need to upgrade everything down on the ground to level 4. So, oh yeah, there was a meteor strike, fine. I really wanted to have a look at this world here again, because Holmanite and Vulcanite are super helpful. It's got a lot more power. It's got no water, so we will have to ship water there for the cleaning of the Vulcanite and the Holmanite, which I think we can make a closed loop system with a condenser. Yeah, we can. It can be pretty tight. And all of this stuff in particular will be very handy to grab. So let's have a look at the surface. Okay, we've just got to wait for it to draw in. So as you can see, okay game, Vulcanite, Holmanite, coal, iron, copper. Yeah, I mean, these are all pretty handy things. You don't want to look around too far, otherwise we'll end up with a massive save, so we'll just stop looking. It's got no threat on it, so I'm not going to mess things up by adding. If you look at planets early sometimes and they've got biters, you kick off biter evolution, and when you turn up, the planet can be just absolutely teeming. So Agni is the next target, but we will have to think quite carefully about what we need. Meanwhile, look at this, beautiful. And so I will grab this blueprint again and dump that down and just let the drones go for it. Where are the rest of you? I guess there's still quite a lot of gaps for you to fill in. Yeah, fair enough. I'm hoping, yeah, no, they'll get to it. They're all within range. It's just going to take a little time. And when are you going to get the power in? Yeah, no, yeah, a power. That is there. Yeah, there's going to be a power here as well, but I'm pretty sure that is currently open sky somewhere in there. Tiny gap. So our little wings are growing, which is sweet, but it might be time to head back to the surface because we need to sort out this. We need to sort out this bus, and it's going to be gorgeous. You can see how easy it'll be just to add more and more stuff. Actually, coal, steel, red chips. This one, like this next one, will be. Just get rid of that. This one's going to be glass. Boop, 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 and glass. Got to remember to change these things, or it will be chaotic. Sure, that'll do. So that will eventually be glass, and that will massively feed our lens production. The coal steel glass, it's big bottleneck. So that's fine. So right, coppers. Oh, what on earth am I doing? Oh, I had all this copper stored here to clear out the thing so I can move it, and now I'm promptly doing that. Oh well, now they'll figure it out. They'll balance out in due course. So that's fine. These are cranking away just to find a little squiz. I guess maybe they were waiting for resources, but they're all backed up. Yeah, it's just the stuff. Okay, so return home. And I think we'll take this rocket. Go in the little front door here. Boop. And return home. Woohoo. Taking off. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes. Alright, cool. I'm going to enjoy seeing all the level 4s go now. So one of the first things I wanted to do was probably just go dump 2 of these. Okay, and back to the land of having what are we looking at? A land of having a ton of resources on the surface. So, and lots of logistic drones to help. This bad boy is doing fine. There's a bit of a challenge in that we have stuff in this chest that's absolutely just chocker full. And what I don't want is like what am I doing? I want to get rid of stuff. I want to free up some room because right now we have stuff that the game will not sort of top up the rest of the chest with. So as I change orders now, I have this issue where the game's like, oh, you don't need that because, or you can't have that because the chest is already full. So, and one of them is like just the sheer amount of science is just loaded into that chest. Yeah, let's see what else we can pluck out that would be good. So as you can see, it's now starting to top up again with all the things that it actually wants rather than what the chest is full of. If I was smart, there'd be a way of doing like the difference between what's on order and what's in the chest and then removing it from the chest and actively pushing it out. But I haven't bothered to do that. So I know at least that there's so much science up there and these guys that I just don't think the game wants to put more in the box. And if it does, I'm going to just dial it down. So 2K, yeah. I'm going to dial some of these down because I know I'm going to be shipping them up. Don't need those anymore. No, don't need 2,000 of those. 1,000 is plenty. That's all fine and dandy. Maybe 500 after all. It's actually the steel barrels returning that's the big problem. Okay, so now are you filling up? I've still got no idea why it insists on taking up things that I haven't ordered. There's something funny goes on when I think when things are in transit. Okay, are you happier now? I think you're looking happier, boxes. You guys are still not filling, possibly because the order is done. Well, yeah, who knows? Why don't we just increase the... oops, gotta be able to see it. 700. We'll just pop the numbers up on this a bit, and that will probably help. Yeah, we'll push this back up. Oh, there you go. Auto launching. I didn't even get a chance to hear the alarm. What's the reason? Oh, how about when rocket equals 0? There you go. So the rocket is launched. There's no rocket there. That's just a global alarm. Tells me we've launched another one. So these guys here are pretty terrible. This chest is basically a waste of time. And this one isn't much good either. So the rocket's built now. So I'm going to push this out. All that stuff can go. And I will probably just try and feed it more directly without the buffer. So more like this, right? That's 2 rockets down there. But what I've actually started to do in theory is build up here. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. So what I want to do is, wow, look at that stuff. It's going to take forever to clear out those red chips. Let us save this thruster suit setting and load the power armor suit setting, and also switch to power armor because we do love. Okay, well, I wanted to reserve that slot, but you can't reserve slots and chests. No, actually, what am I doing? Wrong way around. Take that to there. Okay, and power armor Mark II. Change the settings. Good. Okay, so the dronies will go and do that now. Clear out my inventory. Oh, except I've told them to do that, so they probably won't touch it. But at least we can fly. So, stuff's still upgrading. Oh, okay, here we go. The boys are going to do it themselves. Just go pick those up. I suspect there's drone coverage for the whole grid. So some of these are upgraded and some of them aren't. But I have pretty much told the entire factory to get itself upgraded. We do have a bit of an issue on the sheer volumes of... And I think it stopped the slot. Yeah, there's a bottleneck here which hasn't resolved itself. Oh, you dummy! I have actually. Okay, yeah. This chest is, believe it or not, full of uranium, which is weird. I didn't think we'd fill it. How are you doing? You are not too bad, but I think we might do the same to you. Start to unload and start to unload. What? Oh, can't unload. Fair enough. I'll worry about that later. So that will now free up all the uranium, and as the uranium goes, the grinding starts, and as the grinding starts, we get vulcanite again, because we were clearly falling behind on that one. So I sort of at some point want to do something about all of this. My thought is to just basically line these up along here, the Kovarics, get a whole row of them, and put in front of them big boxes that are full of, or partly full of, this uranium. I would actually like quite a lot of it, because it's useful for there's some process or something I want in space. I can't remember what it was. And what I would do is put boxes of these here, boxes of the other one there, and just pass back and forth. And over time, these will drain, and the bright green ones will fill up. It'll take forever, but it will happen. And that seems like a good idea. Just do the thing, minions. Make more stuff. Okay, so here, I'm wondering if here, just putting in the grid would be good. You drones have done nothing. I told the construction drones to clean up, but they clearly didn't. Where else would be good for space? I'm almost tempted to clear out like this nuclear power station, but that would that be crazy? Not exactly crazy. Like, I might want to rebuild it somewhere else, but it would be handy to have it near the home. Because I was thinking of doing a large center where the fuel and the rocket components come in, and then everything else is stuff that I want to ship. So that's 6 different rockets I can send from one location, which would be pretty crazy. But it's a matter of choosing a good location, and I've kind of jammed everything else up. I mean, maybe over here. And it's right next to a depot. Actually, this would be really good if I could trust the minions to do something about building it in. Which I'm not sure I can. Okay. Oh, I can leave those ones there. what do I have? I have piles of junk to get rid of. Now, I actually should go to steal as much of the stuff from the... I should have left some of the stuff behind. Why are you in my inventory as well, dude? I don't know. I should go steal as much landfill as I possibly can from the rocket farting around, or core farting around down here. Alright, that's all moving. Good. Give me more landfill. I don't want anything else but... This logistics thing is... Like, it's still leaving the space stuff in my inventory. I think just because I have not told it to get rid of it, because it can be a bit awkward depending on where I do that. So, what kind of flying around can I do here just to speed things along? If I come here, then I can at least help it get the roboports started. Yeah, I think this would be a good location. It's pretty handy. Property prices are probably doing well. And really natural place for us to grow from. So, hey, Ice Glow, how's it going? Hope you're still there. I just caught your message. Ice Log Wool, sorry, not Ice Glow. What are we doing? Get the next city grid in. So I do love me a city grid, but it has been funny seeing how much, because I've been messing around in space, how much the game, or the main base here, has just stopped producing anything, really anything at all, while we've been building the city base. I mean, look at this beautiful science build. Completely useless. All of our science takes place in space now, except for drone size upgrades, but yeah. I should have torn that out. Oh, I could just tear that out. Wow, okay. How long would it take for them to do that, though? That's going to be the second rocket launch area, because I'm going to do that off camera. I'm literally going to have to just cut the entire middle of that base out and then just walk off and come back in 15 minutes. There is so much stuff in that base, like so much. What is it like? Science, basically. It's absolutely every box is chock full. And the drones have like a stack size of 2, so they can pick up 2 things at once, and there must be more than 100,000 just stuff to pick up. So yeah, we don't want them doing that on their own. That would be cruel and unusual punishment. Okay, minions, I really need you to be laying out track, actually. That would be... Hey, come here, get this little gap. Laying out track would be handy, because I've got stations to build. Okay. I wish I could just paint the track down like this, if you're just running along with it, but laying it out individually is honestly a little bit of a pain. I always struggle. Bang, city grid. Nice. So, we're going to... Oh, yeah, all of this junk down here is a pain. Do we care about this tiny amount of fuel? Where is it even going? This... I need to use... So this one and this one I can't. The other ones I can. That's fine for now. We'll as we get later on, we might tidy that up. Unloading on the left. Bang! I love blueprints. Blueprint it. And another unloading station. Just fly around, put in stations, and then the LTN network mod will bring us exactly what we want. Now, will it lay it on the blueprint cleanly, or will it be a butt? Oh yeah, no, it's going to do it fine. That's getting there. And like that. And that is all we need there. Okay. Minions, just clear out all the other random rocks and trees and junk. Trees are unwelcome. Project Zomboid, I have Roulette. Yeah, I have. I found it just a bit slow. I played with some people. It was cool. But yeah, it just was a a bit slow for my liking in places. It's actually a New Zealand YouTuber called Rycon Roleplays, and he does a text-based like roguelike zombie game, which is really high simulation. So if you like Project Zomboid, go have a look at Rycon Roleplays and tell him I sent you. No, not what. No, we don't want that. Are we on the right logistic stuff? We are. Oh, we're not. We're in the middle of the field, so it's not going to bring us anything. So, minions. What do we want? We want a kind of a fuel depot in the middle. And the cutest place to start it would be over here. And I want to make it... I actually want to make it a slightly large version of this, just because of the number of rockets we're going to use. So, oh, you know what? You might as well put it right next to... Yeah, you might as well save yourself belts piddling around by putting it right next to where you're going to build it. And maybe I would just build like 2 of them. Need a gap. Something like that, maybe, even. It's a bit ugly. No, I can do that. No, that's cool. I'll put the rocket components in here as well, and this will be our little rocket component corner. It actually bugs me how much I care about things being pretty. Like, it's a real burden. Because it's just not useful. It's not a useful trait to have, to be worried about it when you're trying to fit everything in. What are you doing? You're all happy as Larry. You're going to be fuel, which, using the LTN network, we need to set as that. And then we paste it like... No. Come here. Yep. That was a copy. That's a paste. Okay, good. And, yep, get that in, and bing, bong. And now we better tell you to collect fuel for us. And there's a couple missing. I better not forget them, or everything will go horribly wrong. Okay. Right. One more. Yeah. All right, good. So they will load. Where is all my stuff, minions? Bring me things. Bring me. Take this junk out. Why don't I fly somewhere with a box? Indeed, I think I'm going to put a large box here. So if you're new and you don't know what this is the space exploration mod. And I am... what am I doing? I've built a huge city grid on the ground. It's actually arguably slightly ridiculous, like slightly over the top. I'll zoom out in a second in case you haven't seen it, and you can have a look, because it's pretty big. And I just need to get rid of some of this stuff just to make my drone's life a bit easier, so they can spend more time bringing me things. It is a bit over the top, but that's fine, because it basically means I'm never in short supply for anything, as you will hopefully see as soon as I stop fiddling with my inventory. And that's really helped us set up a space base. So I will show that off as well, because maybe you haven't seen it. And whammo. Okay, so if you look at the space, this is our space base. We've got a developing solar arrays up here, and the start of a bus for supplies, and science is slowly trickling in down here. We've got a 500 science thing to research. It's kind of painful, but this is what space exploration is all about. This kind of play. Okay, you guys are doing fine, and I finally have some parts. This will be... Oh, you need to move up one. I can't possibly have you touching. Like, that would be ridiculous. Oh, and I'm out of belt. Fine. So this is going to process fuel, and they're going to spit the fuel out into probably some tanks, which I have in my inventory, believe it or not. So that's a good sign. Can I make this work? Actually, not quite. Oh, you like that? I can. Eh? Why is that not? Are they just so different in size? I mean, if they're going to be there, they should look neat. That's this different... What? Why isn't this... Oh yeah, no, that is fine. And then that one ends up weird. So I think we will just put like some cute little bridge there or something. And that works. I don't know. That'll do. That's gonna stockpile a fair amount of fuel for us. And it will feed it out at max speed into here. We will need to feed it this way out of these ones. So 1, 2, 3. Yep, that works. Got to get the piping right, or you'll never hear the end of it. And yeah, something like that'll do. And like, what did we do? It was the next one closest. So it'll be this one, and then the next one closest. Yeah. All right. So these guys are all ready. It's just a matter of powering it all now, which we will do. Will this work? Like, why wouldn't you work? Like, what is wrong? Oh no, you're broadly happy. This one just requires a hookup. Yeah, that's all of them powered. Nice. Okay, cool. And so yeah, that's it. So you're gonna fill. I might make it a real stockpile so that stuff can just be pushed out to the rockets really, really easy. Which makes me think I will get rid of that weird little intermediary pipe, and we'll just go straight across here. Yeah, you can get out of here. I think you can sometimes, I'm not sure, but I think you can end up with like liquid sloshing back and forth between pipes if they're connected in too many ways. So that works. That's pretty. And that will be just vast amounts of fuel. So that's fuel done. The next is going to be Rocketry Components, and there's a temptation here to use compressed components and then uncompress them. Because you would normally, yeah, when you make them, where on earth do I even make rocket bits? No, this is modules, and I actually should add a tag so I can find that area again. Modules, bonk. Is it here? Nope, that's copper. Okay, I'm lost in my own base and I can't find anything. I think it's down here. No. Okay. Not that one. Oh, over here. No, frames. Okay, so somewhere on this base I am making rocket stuff. This is embarrassing. Fuel is here. I thought I made it all the way over here somewhere. Rocket parts. No, that's just brick, boring old brick, which surprisingly enough you need a lot of in this mod. And concrete as well for that matter. Nuclear power, I recognize that. Copper is being upgraded. Ah, here we go. So look at all the inputs to make these components. Oops, that's not very much use. So many inputs to make just, where is it coming out? Where the hell, where? No. Ah, here. No, oh. Yeah, so actually, look, we actually have to feed off to an entire other location. And each one of these is just one piece for a rocket. We need 100 at a time. So it is a little bit spammy. I could compress them by putting them through a factory, which actually, if I need to, I can do it here with a row of factories and stack them. Basically, you stack one of them in, or 5 of them together into one item, and then you unpack them at the other end. But I don't want to do that because that sounds annoying. So instead, we're just going to bring them straight in. And I think we won't be launching rockets so fast that that's a problem. I would like to think that. Look, copper is just so mangled because of my bad work. But we don't have an urgent need for copper up there. So let's just copy that. Paste it here. We actually do have like more of an urgent need for steel and all the other stuff. Start feeding the rocket parts in. There they are. You can barely hold very many of them. So I mean, actually, it looks like one of these stations will hold 7 rockets worth of parts, which isn't crazy. Oh, actually, I want to try and reduce the number of the demand here. 7,000. Sometimes when you feed out of the station like this, it can get unbalanced. So this one has 2 slots free, this one is half a box free. That imbalance can lead to trains hanging around forever. So I'm trying to reduce what I'm requesting. Even if there's a surplus, the game won't try and get rid of the surplus. Because right now it reckons we're short 616, but there was definitely more room in there. So at this point, it might not request another. Maybe I should up this. So what does it come in at? 10. Oh, where's my calculator? 10 times 48 times 6. No, 10 times 48 times 16 is 7,680, which is, of course. And what I could do is change this so that the request threshold is a number. Request threshold is greater than it's 2 trains worth is 10 times. How much is in a train? No, it can't be 40. Hang on, I got a depot there. Let's go look at a train. I want to make it so there has to be room for a lot more than a single train. 1, 2, 3, 4, 40, 80, 800. 800. So only request when there's room for more than 1,000. I think that will work. I know, where are we? Request threshold. I'm going to make it almost like 1,500. Get rid of that. I'm hoping. Yeah, so it's not requesting anything yet because there really isn't enough room in here. There's only room for 88 more, it reckons. Is that true? Yeah, oh, there must have been that. Really? Okay, it could be right. It's just the way it's fed through. That's fine. These are all filled up. Yeah, okay, that's good. We'll leave that. Okay, that train's dropped this lot off. This lot's going to go everywhere. And so I actually will be aiming to balance this lot. But the first job is to set the next station and to put the rocket down for it. So this bad boy is going to be a... And we'll just make it a coal station. Get rid of that. And it will bring in the coal. We will properly balance the loadout from this station. And life will be good. So we will do that by using our templated... this one. Thinking. And there's quite a lot of room. Yeah. No, I mean, I'll use the stumpy one. I don't like this one, the stumpy one. It's not as pretty. The other one's a long straight balancer and it works beautifully. One of the things I've noticed is that the rockets can take quite a while to load. So my answer to that is to space them all out, or space them out with... Actually, that needs to go one more. So there's room for splitters. And then when the rocket body goes in, you'll see it should. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably way too many, to be perfectly frank. Oh no, that works. Yes. Okay, so what we don't want to do is just start filling it straight away, because that would lead to weird issues. What we will do though is we will say that this one is in novice orbit. It will always go to coal and it will launch on cargo full. And we need to set up some logic for this one too. Same stuff as last time. So it will first of all, let's put in the request chest that we will need to, because I can hopefully then just copy this little template. I want 2 of them in here at all times, and we'll request them from buffer chests. And we will... I don't even have blue inserters. Fine. And we will connect that to here. This will only work... actually, no, I need to... Do I? No, I think that's okay. This will only work when rocket... The value of the... No, actually I do need to keep that away for logic reasons. Okay, move over here. Over here, box. You, little box, sit there. It's a good place for you. Alright. Connect you up. And you will only work when the signal is that there is less than 1 pod in the system. Where's a pod? I'm blind. Pods less than 1. Yeah, space capsule is less than 1. Yeah. And do I have a spare one? I've got 1 in my inventory. Where's... Get rid of that. Oh, it must have... There, they've taken them out. Okay, fine. Okay, 2. Yep. Okay, that will work fine. Fuel. We'll pump it. Kind of want to like pump it on the fringes a little bit. Like not get too through the middle, just in case we're jamming rocket parts everywhere. I'm jealous of how far these go. The space ones are much shorter range. Okay, so rockets filling. Cool. Just get rid of spam and chat. Whammo. I'm surprised Google has not managed to clean that up. Yep, okay, that's doing its thing. It's time to move parts up. And I will do that using this lane balancer here. Oh, well, actually, can I fit the other one in? Not really any better off. I will just have to rotate these this way a bit, otherwise we're going to get jammed up in the... Look, you see what the other problem is? As soon as you start moving these around, your inventory fills up. Just trying to place the belts, it's ridiculous. I don't want to leave them lying on the ground. They might get caught up in weirdness. Okay, you filled my inventory again. I get it. One more. Can I I think I can right click on it. Brilliant. Yes, drones, do your worst. What is this slot? This is... okay, I actually want to put that back in the box. Why is that out? I don't want to lose it. That can all just get deleted. Okay, cool. So, that's happy. Let's put the long balancer in. And we will just immediately take one of these. Oh, stop. You do not want to get this part wrong. In fact, I'm going to do this so that I can make sure I lay it out how I want. Do I need more than that? Probably not. Yeah, that should be fine. I've got to connect these two together to the system and tell them to only put things in when parts are less than 100. Have I got that right? Okay, well, it will need power, so we should put in power system. I actually kind of want to use these. Is that waiting for source items? Good. Okay, that should be fine. I'm hoping it builds quick, because that will make a real world of difference. Also, I need to have control over these. I mean, two of them running. There you go. I mean, that's way fast enough, really. Yeah, that's fine. Now, these, as we remember, can only work when they actually have no filter. Yep, so that loaded, disabled by control, left over with one. Fine. That's going to happen now and then. Oh, actually, that's a problem. No, it's not. No, when it gets up there, the filters inserters will pull them out. All right, so now we have this job. Can I get... I can't. Oh, no, I can get enough. Oh, that's quite cute. That's cute. That is nice. I like that. That's nice. I do like a nice little symmetrical thingy. But we also need a power switch because we want to control this. There goes the power switch. It's just a little big. It's industrial scale, I like to think. It's like it's the size of a small car. So that power switch will only operate and turn on the inserters when the rocket is set to yes. Basically, that's a thing this silo puts out. Oh, when it equals yes. Okay, when it equals on, which means the rocket's built, so it's full of fuel, it's got a cargo pod, and it's been built, then it will start jamming this in. And finally, we want a siren. Where are you, my little siren-y buddy? 50? Why not? And then that's kind of the template. And we'll... I wonder if I can put a light on or something. That'd be cute. Put like a little, maybe a little logic-bound light. Yeah, I don't know, something like that. Why not? So we need the bell alarm to come, because then I'll just have it make a sound every time it flies on a global. So that'll give me a really good feel, I hope, for how often rockets are launching. And this rocket will only go, it'll go to any station labeled coal. I wonder if I can just tell it to just do, does it have to go to Navis orbit, or can I just tell it to go any station labeled coal? I suspect it needs to fill with fuel before it can go anywhere, which is a bit sad. None of these yet. Okay, wow, do I really need 200 of these? I don't think so. Likewise, these speed modules need almost less of. Okay, one thing we will do is save the power armor config. Okay, logistics config. Cool. Where are my things? 0 on the way and none in storage. Okay. Might just have to watch this one take off. Okay, that is a really good clip. I'm really pleased with that. That's working quite well. We'll watch it launch, and then we'll go and get the alarms and set up. Maybe we'll tell this one to start pulling steel, which is 76,800 as well. And then in theory, I should have some kind of design concrete work for our high-end factory, I think, but I haven't sorted that out. And concrete the whole thing. One of the things I quite like to do is when I'm happy with one of the builds, like I'm happy with the green circuit builds, I throw down concrete, make it a blueprint, and I never have to touch it again. But I don't have anywhere near enough drones, and due to the drone limit that comes with space exploration, I won't have it for a while. No train to transport items found in depot. Oh, we're actually... Okay. I'm surprised. Are you not a train? You're in the depot and you're off again? What about you? You're a fluids train. Not as popular. Map off. Okay, how far away are you? Pretty close. That is going to be a lot of stuff going up. Pretty certain I don't need that much of that. I might as well leave these because I'm just going to take them all back up to space soon anyway. So there's a lot of junk in here that I'll just switch over. Don't need those. Don't need the oil in my inventory. I've got a bit of nuclear fuel. I still carry around standard rocket fuel, and I'm not sure I need it, so I'm going to try and get rid of it. See if it makes much of a difference. Don't need that. This I want to keep. I might as well just put these in my book for now. This is my kind of junky blueprints area. And maybe I'll put those here. Don't use them that often. Clear out some space. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't count module inserter as a blueprint. Sad. Alright. Almost ready, I think. So close. That's going to do such a world of wonders for our base eventually, when I do plug it all in. Steel's loaded, so I can probably put... How much of this could I just copy? If I took it to there, maybe flipped it. Not really. I'm going to have to at least move the splitter over. Or the short bus. Actually, I'll probably just come down and rotate over for this rocket. Oh, that's cut because the rocket's now launching. So it's not going to try and jam the rocket jam stuff into the rocket before it's fully built. And now these are loading to build, and when it's done, that will go. Alright, let's have a look in the orbit. Down comes coal. Womp, 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 womp. And out comes the rocket parts, out comes the capsule, and then out comes the start of the coal bus. So cool. Yeah, okay, that's working. Now it's just going to load. And it will only load if the coal bus is empty. So out goes the rocket, power switch goes back on, those start loading. Brilliant. So we do want to capture... like, what do we want to copy? I think I can copy all of this relatively safely. And do we want to try and put it here? I mean, it wouldn't be that crazy. I'm thinking, can we get it down in there? Yes. Do I want to move this over a little bit first? No, it's probably okay. So what we need to do is... What did I do? So that one's like that. No, that one is like that, and that one. Something like that. No, not quite. There we go. Okay, cool. I just, you know, you got to make these things right or they're wrong. Okay, that's coal. I mean steel. All right, cool. That's going to work as soon as I give it... Will copper cable go that far? It probably won't. Oh yeah, no, that works. And I want you to go to steel. And what you also need... how did I do that? I did that with one of them. So, no, oh, actually no. Yeah, we can't fill it up or we won't get the rocket actually built, which would be bad. So let's get these in by putting this down here for now. And actually I will uncable this because we'll do it to the big tower once the rocket's built. Okay, fill. We'll need fuel. Oh, actually, we can do it this way. Just take that same pipe and whammo, it's up. So now that that's coming up, I will put this large bad boy in and get rid of this cable. Where's the wire? There it is, always forget. Not to there. To there. There we go. Logic works. Tick, tick, tick. Fueling. Cargoing. Launch on full cargo. Do I have my ringers yet? Terrible. Just appalling behavior. Glass is the next one we want. Glass also stacks of 7,600, so 180. It'd be interesting to see if my base can keep up with the glass demands. There is a lot of need for glass in this mod, especially as you go up the techs. Alright, bring stuff in. Let's go sort out our mini base, our depot with some alarm making sounds. Hello there, hi, you roadblocks. That's all fine. Oh, what are you like? Are you full yet? Not really. Are you full of this though? Is this filled up? Oh no, the arms are still moving, so I'll just trust you, leave you alone. And what about down here? Could I put something in? Yeah, let's do the weird alarms here. Yes, so we want those things. I want you to request from there and... Oh, there's no steel rods being made anywhere? Can we fix that? I suppose we can. And no, we don't want that. We want this here. So I had some machinery that I've since replaced that was here. Okay, wow, that's a lot. Scrap, you just go somewhere else. And steel rods, like, there's no way you need more than that. Like, sure, request from buffer chests too. Yes, alright game, I trust you, you'll get there. So when eventually the alarms are completed, I'll go and set them up. If it's not going to do it right away, we'll just crack on, no point in waiting. Fly over my pointless science base. I spent so long making that just to get it just so nice and pretty. Okay, that's doing its thing. This rocket is built and ready to go again. That's good to know. We probably should consider running no path. Of course, because of all this junk. I'm going to do something a little bit naughty within my system, which I hate to do, which is to throw in a bypass. And I hate to do that because... there we go. Because then I have to remember to clear it whenever I eventually delete everything. But this is going to be left alone for a long time, so I think that's probably fine. So you... What are we going to do with you? I think put you sort of... Build a couple of rockets here. If we ever needed to, we could fill in here and pipe even more stuff down the middle. Yeah, so let's essentially... Like, can we just copy... Like, quite a lot of that. Maybe flip it. Why not? We'll figure out some of these other details in not another time, but later on. Do we bring up more rocket parts? I think we do. Wait, what's that noise? What was that? No, what blew up in Nova's orbit? Shivers. Oh gosh, okay. Ground. Why are you not... Why are my cannons still firing? Off. Off. That shouldn't be happening because I have logics and stuff set up. That is weird. I have logic set up so that stuff won't fire if it's full. That's peculiar. Well, I'll just let them fix it and worry about it themselves. The drones can handle all of that. And we'll worry about that as well later. I mean, we got so many solar panels. We're sitting on about 6,000 of them last I looked. We're going to be fine for a while. Oh, we're out of them. Will this work? I think it will. And yeah, power's off to those because it's not built. That's requesting a pod. Might as well get rid of my own inventory. Filling up. Okay, rocket fuel is another, well, not problem, but it's another thing. Do we just feed off the same pipe? I think we probably can. Oh, we have to go all the way this way now. Because of the way I've set this up. You know what? You should be here. Let's get rid of that. You should be here. Yes, you're just in range to get power. cable you to there. You know how to behave, good. And you can then fuel this. And this is going to be glass, and you will go up whenever your cargo is full. You don't have a capsule. Do we need more? I think it says filters deliver 2. Some on the way, maybe? This is still coming through. Okay, cool. That's unloading. Nice. That'll sit there. It needs the cargo pod. This didn't cause any major delays as far as I can tell. Steel is... It didn't send one already, did it? Nah, I think it must be fine. Or I can have a look, I suppose. Yeah, that's all repaired at least. Steel. No, steel didn't go up. Not yet. So we wait for that. This one... what do you need? You need pods. I'm going to give it a second to see if there's some in the inventory. Now, what else do we need up here? We need coal, which we have, steel and glass. And then we can go up and we can get to automating. Red tablets and copper already up there. That's really, these are the 3. Ah, yes, okay, so that did work. And now this is loading. Absolutely fantastic. And do I have my binger bongers yet? I do. Oh, goody. This is fun. So we put down the siren. And we say that when the rocket is not built, when it's... when it does not equal 1, play... And I don't want that. Maybe we'll... D5. Does D5 sound like a sort of a sound you'd associate with glass? I don't know. Oh, we've got a thing here. So, there. Cable it in. And for you, we'll call it C4. I could actually probably figure out a tune if I was really clever. Weird, these are in slightly different positions for both of them. That's fine. Alright, let's go like, let's go like C4. C5 and maybe C6. Dung 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 dung. So they should see the going dung 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 over and over. You're happy, but you're not going to launch until the pad is empty. Your pad... Oh, you're almost done, so you're going to launch. When rocket does not equal 1, use colors. Oh, I don't know, it's just going to turn on. Fine. Oh, I have to put a combinator down. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do, because that's cute. And the color will be red, and the signal will go to each of these lights. Oh, actually, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that works. Who cares? Leave that one alone. If it works, I'll repeat it. That's filling. This is working. This is bulk rockets. We're going to be able to fit at least one more rocket in, and of a type. I don't know what type. And then if I wanted to, up here, do I have a landscape to paint? I do. Oh, that's space landscape. I can't do that here. I could set up more stuff here. So I could fit in like another 2 stations if I really wanted to, and that would help. Yeah, I have rockets just flying all the time. You know what? I think we can just fill this lake in. It doesn't need to exist anymore. Goodbye, lake. You are an anathema to progress, and you will be punished for your sins of being damp. Come on, glass. I just want to see you go. I'm just excited. So much glass. We're never going to have to use the general purpose rocket to load stuff up again like this. Is it being weird? Are you guys being weird? No, you're just things. Fine. Oh well, since we're here, let's put down the combinator. And yep, you can be on red. Yeah. And you can connect to each of these, which connects to this. And your job is, when the rocket does not equal 1, you're going to use colors. Now, if I was really clever, I'd make them flash. But I'm not, to put it bluntly. This is pretty good logics. And just do that and use colors, red, yeah. So at least we'll know it's launching. If the alarm and the sound of the rocket taking off wasn't enough, we will see all this other junk happening. Actually, let's see if we can get the next station in while we're here. It's just a good thing to do. Is that enough room? That's interesting. Yeah, they do differ in size and location a little bit. I could probably shuffle that over a bit. Did we? Yeah, I mean, they're not exactly lined up. That's just the nature of the city grid and the length of trains and stuff. So could I be bothered to move it over? And I actually kind of would like to be perfectly frank. But I'll do that for another job. I mean, it'd be cool to have just the row of rockets and then some more stuff and then, you know, have it all looking neat. Now, you must be ready to launch. You're full, but if I check here, it will be launch delayed because the available space is not there. In fact, you know what? Oh, I don't have my spacesuit on me. I just about got on the rocket. That would have been a short, potentially fatal trip. We'll go up with the cargo rocket and switch out our gear and all of that. Actually, speaking of which, let's make the changeover. So we'll save this one and we will change our logistics requests. And I think, yeah, game should sort itself out. And then we'll go get our suit and go, oh, okay, God, this is going to take forever. How about I give you a hand, game? Yeah. Just, I'm a generous God. Okay, yeah, fine, whatevs. We'll just help drain. Look, I'm just making your lives a lot easier. Is that helping? It is actually helping quite a bit. Okay, they're almost done. I can probably leave them to the last couple of seconds. All right, let's watch. Will everything of my logic work? I think it will. I think it's going to be awesome. We're going to have alarms, lights, automated. So excited. That works perfectly. Off goes the glass rocket. And that's a global alarm, so I'll be able to hear it all over the base every time glass. Oops, now it is. I don't know why that would be good. To say, well, yeah, whatever. I don't know what that's for. We'll just leave that alone. I think sounds way underused by people. If I was feeling really clever, I'd have sounds for overdoing all of the. Okay, cool. Yeah, when things back up or when things aren't backed up, when you've got shortages, just make cool alarm sounds, and you've got to try and remember what they all do. Okay, so that is now working. That is fantastic. I'm really pleased we got that one done. Drones are trying to swarm me for my logistics changes. Let's just fly past the rest of the base. So many things got built in previous streams. Okay, back to home, our experimental corner for rocket stuff. Switch around our gear. We've got a lot of things that it wants to change. A lot of logistics changes, and our drones are not that great yet, and I can't make them better till we get the science. It's so nice when you finally do have the decent tech, because you just watch your drones just swarm in and out. Okay, more of those. No. Oh, God. No. I just took the entire... Oh, what the... No, no, what are you doing? No, I don't want any productivity 3s. That's an enormous mistake. Okay. So we will go up to orbit and we'll cable in the systems for producing the lenses we want, and that will make a really good automation. Oh my god. So slow. I'm getting pretty quick at this part though. The drones are trying. Come on. The drones are trying, but they can only do so much. Now's a good time to ask me questions if anyone's in chat. I can talk about what mods we're using or any other tips. LTN. If anyone gets super keen on that, let me know. Phew. There's just no point in taking all of that junk up to space. And as it stands, I still... I'm like, why am I carrying all of this? I'm pretty sure I'm set to 0 normal pipe. If you bring me normal pipe, game... you are bringing me normal pipe. Why? Why did I do that? Who knows? Okay, cool. Let's remember to save this config. Alright. So, we're up to space. Drones. Seriously. Leave me alone. What are you trying to bring me? Not important stuff. Let's get in our rocket. We've got the right suit on. This guy's pretty full. Not completely. Actually, let's remember to turn off the orders for that and for that. We don't need it anymore. And I think for coal, we don't need it. No, what was that? What did I just unclick? Oh well, I'll find out when I run out in space. Launch. No flashy lights on this station, just a bingle. And you can only hear it on the planet you're on. The drones are still trying. No, just leave me alone. I'm trying to get away from you. Stop trying to grab me. You can't come to orbit with me today. And blah 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 blah. Cool. Nice. We are in space. Space. And we can crack on making the mosterest, awesomest stuff. So one of the questions I have is, do I clear this out and make the lensy things on the bus? Like, do I kind of, well, yeah, do I put it in over here? It probably doesn't matter, to be frank. This needs 3 products, which I can do really sufficiently here. So I think I'm just going to start routing stuff in. And then these are going to... Now, what do they require and what ratios? It's just one of everything. The light oil actually is going to kill me. That's the one where I don't think I have enough production. And well, I'm not sure about production, but I just don't have enough being shipped. And I think it's going to be pretty heavy on trains and supplies to get it working. But there's only one way to find out. That's red. That's that. Steel is here. It's kind of a bummer that scrap comes in so tight. I'm only going to run one belt just because I'm short on belt. So that's a scrap line I'm currently running along, which is a touch annoying, but it does break off, I guess. So I should, for this one, feed it so that I get a doubled up thing. Yep, something like that. That's what? Oh, that's scrap. That's going to go around, no problem. Coal, same job. And of course I'm out. Let's just go cannibalize some of this line that we don't need right now because we have absolute tons of copper. Oh, sorry. Copper, what's that? Oh, red circuits. Yeah, this is the red circuit line. I'm just going to cannibalize. We have so much red circuits up here. There's like 21,000 or something insane. There's no point in bringing more in until we clear some of the backlog, or it's just taking up storage space, really. Just leave that there to remind myself how much there is to go in for this bus. And if I haven't brought enough belts, I will cry. Oh no, there's some coming. Okay, maybe not. I'll go look for it. And this is the great game of trying to spot stuff amongst this lot. Or I'm just gonna, they're gonna beat me to it and just give me heaps. Yeah, maybe not. I'm sure my eyes are gonna just glaze right over it. That was a drone crashing into another drone. It's totally a thing that happens in this mod. What I could do at least is... there should be at least 600 in all of it, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, no, okay, that's fine. And I've got 46 of my own now. Yeah, it might be enough. See if it works. Coal. Come down here. I'm not quite sure where you will be jumping, but we'll just do that for now, eh? And that means that we can sort of get rid of these. And just do... probably need 2 just because of the volume, the speed at which we're making stuff. Yeah, that's nice. Now we just bring in glass down the bottom. But yeah, we need some blooming resources for that. So do we just rip up all of this? Why not? Eat the copper. Yeah, okay, cool. We're logistics on, so hopefully drones will clear it out. I probably also need to bring up more drones in general. There's a couple hundred logistic and about 50 construction. The construction, that's pretty fine, but I'm struggling getting the stuff I want off them. Okay, glass, where are you? There you are. You're very lucky. You're going to have your own dedicated line all the way in if I don't run out of belt first, which I probably will. I might just send up an emergency order shuttle basically straight away. Oh no, here they come. They've found some. How much you found? Where are you going? Oh, you're going here? Let me have a look in the box too. I can see those things. Don't really need. About, where are you? 38, is that it? Really? 44? It's climbing up. It's going to bug me. Okay, 54. What do you think on the ground is required? I reckon there's 132 in orbit. I can see that on the right, 140. Oh wow, okay. Really? You want... Game, I think you're overloading things. 46,100. You've now... Yeah, you've filled the container, so that was pointless. I think let's cut sciences out. And we'll just send this one. It's a bit of a waste. It's not very full, but whatevs. That'll give the drone voice some stuff to give us. So, oh, we've got 143 in inventory. Cool. So we'll just bring this in here and jump these exports. Not even sure where the bus is going to go, so I'm just going to bring it in right here. All right, and now we're finally going to be able to see what a ton of inputs here really does for the process. Oh, actually that's, yeah, it's a little tight. Looks a little weird, but it is going to work just fine. And I'll copy it by having a slight gap. Oh. All right. Full tilt. Look at it go. Phenomenal. Backed up. They're already backed up massively. Finally, we'll get to see what these do when they're fully backed up. I mean, look at that. It's just an absolute smashing load coming through. They're backing up. This will back up. The whole thing will seize. But science production will, in theory, be at capacity. And I'm just going to give you all of the speeds now. Let's see if you all can keep up. I can't cut them out because it seemed like a waste when they were not capable of keeping up. But if they can't keep up now, I need to put more telescopes in. That one's absolutely chocker. He's chocker all the time for whatever reason. How long did you even take to make yours? 3 seconds. Ah, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. These are cranking. They're all working, but we're still not backed up. I mean, I'd like to extend that. That would make everything so much quicker. Because then we would just have way more insights coming down. It seems like once we make the insights, these bottles, they're much quicker and you get more of them per catalogue. The catalogue's the compilation of the sciences. But that's working. Can't put any production in it, unfortunately. Are we going to see these cards back up? It is these top ones in particular. But you're also not... See, it's not overwhelmed yet. Which makes me think I need like one more telescope there. Maybe two. I think that might be the slowest from memory. Okay, fine. You do you. Ooh. You have actually been shooting at stuff. Oh, nice one. Okay, fine. You must have shot at stuff recently. I will set you up properly another time. We'll park you in a corner, probably way out of the way, and we'll deliver ammo to you by drone. But for now, what I actually want is telescopes. Telescope, telescope, telescope. Put the machine stuff you want in there. Oh, where did that ammo go? Ammo. Why are you so slow? There we go. You're very slow. Are we somehow weirdly... Nope, we're almost at a gigawatt. And a gigajoule of charge, but that's not very much. You need those weird cell things, which actually I'm just going to go grab for you. I know where I can get some, you see. There. That's so weird that got jammed up. I wonder what happened there. I'm just not going to worry about that facility for now. It's just not needed. Thank you. Maybe we'll grab both. I just really want to overload this as much as possible. And I'm just so pleased with how I've been able to essentially tile this whole thing. So why isn't that tiling nicely? I have no idea. I'm just going to do it manually. But yeah, so much for saying I beautifully tiled it. Yeah, I do like how I've been able to get away with this simple to construct system. That's just plugged right in automatically, and bonk, bonk, bonk. Give it some speed, and away it goes. I'm going to give you 2. I am a generous god. And go like that, and then another power cable here, and one here. Oh, why are you so slow? Oh, because... No? What? Fluids? Oh, duh. Of course. And speed modules. Now, if this doesn't tap you out, I'm going to be very disappointed in you, game. And then something else will be backlogged. But I at least want all of these spinning at all times. Now, of course, I can figure this out. So, you're this one. You can eat 9.6 per second, and you can make 10.4. So that should work. It should back up. Are the fluids okay? Big question. Fluids are super okay. Yeah, look at that. All backed up on the fluids. Yes. Okay, cool. It's only, it's so good. It's only this one science is all we have to worry about. Now, if you actually do back up, I will give you a whole other astrometrics facility. How about that? I mean, that is a deal. The only downside to this whole construction I've got here is that it doesn't easily support beaconing, but I think I can space stuff out horizontally if I need to. You apparently have to refactor anyway, because as soon as I get in different ingredients and beryllium plates and iridium and other weird things I'm going to go colony for, I'll have to tear the whole place apart. Okay, wow, that's actually backed up. What's not backed up then? Okay, you're not backed up. Why not? Because this one up here is not backed up. Middle one. Can I get... I mean, you're all spinning. I need more. We need more to keep up. Well, to make demand happen. Telescopes. Give me... You need that stuff? Why hasn't anyone put it in your box? Well, actually that's true. Why hasn't anyone put it in your box? It's all there. Alright, well, let's just go see what we can do. Zoom, 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 zoom. Plonk. This is the joy of having a lot of resources. Yeah, I'm also pleased with this whole piping situation. I'm feeling very smug today in general, I suppose. But I try and jam pipes, 2 sets of fluids, and an in and out ingredient into one space. It's kind of fiddly, but this works. Is this keeping up? Yeah, it really is. Like, these are doing fine. They're only half beaconed. Take one of these out. I mean, they're just absolutely chonked. Now, the bottleneck is absolutely going to be these barrels, which are starting to annoy me quite a bit. Launch on cargo full. You know what? We're just going to do a little weird hack here. And just... we're going to have to cable it and... do the thing when the rocket equals 1. So only fill it when rocket equals 1. Yeah, sure. Okay, just get rid of all these stupid barrels. Yeah. We'll send them back to Earth. I don't even know what we're doing with them back on the planet, because I'm not sure we're doing anything productive with them at all. We're not even crushing them. They might just go into massive storage vats somewhere. So this is pretty good. It is only this second. You're not backed up? Not going to back. Oh, well, can we? Let's have a look. You are all making 9.36 and you are producing here. You're eating 10.7. Yeah, we need another telescope. Just so, it's just ridiculous how many you need. Okay, come here, game. Like, oh, if I give you glass, would that help? Will you then pull in what you want? Yeah, more mirrors. Just weird. I don't know why it does that. Right, got my telescope. And then the next one up's going to complain, isn't it? I'm going to end up with 30 telescopes spread across the map. That was right the first time. Monk and dunk dunk. Smacky smacky. And binkle bongle. Oh, there we go. Now, that will be enough to overload it. Surely. I'll tell you what I could do. We should use rate calculator for these things. Just those ones for now. What are we short on? Oh, we're now short on the one of the infrared. I think that's this one. Yeah, it is. Okay, one more infrared telescope. Fine. This is just such a peak Factorio experience, right? Constantly adding more stuff. One more. It's the last one, and don't you dare ask for any more. If I can't achieve balance at this, I'm going to be really bitter. That to that to that. That to that. That's what we were doing up here. Yes, this has to work. Everything looks fine. I'm going to check the fluids. Are they fine? Not quite. That's not great. Of course, that would be the next thing to go, wouldn't it? These are fine. It's just the cold thermal fluid. But this is going to slow down and stall a little bit soon. Alright, cool. Yes, nice. They're starting to back that up. Which means we need another one of these. Which means we need more cold thermofluid. Which means we need more... It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, it's this one. You're also a bit low. You're fine. What we really need is that thermal radiator to complete. Fluid ingredient shortage, isn't it? Yeah. What are you logicking on? Less than 2,000. And you're just pumping. Yeah, you're quite short. And there's not much we can do about it. Like, can we even make more of these? I mean, last time I had to put about 6 or 7 in, which was just, that's frankly just a silly amount. I mean, I could... I need to make some. Just need to. No excuses. Got to do it. And what I hope is that I will be able to use the thermal radiator 2s, which are, well, they need 1s. Oh, beryllium and cyanide? I don't have that stuff. Dumb. Okay, that's a shame. I don't have that stuff, but What are we waiting for? Oh, yeah, you. Take as much copper as you possibly can handle. So we are literally just going to have to expand the number of these things out there. I can stack them, I think. I can figure out a stacking way easy enough. And rather than just expand horizontally, we'll just have to stack them in blocks. Because it's not so much the lack of liquids. The liquids are there. They're just massively backed up, going through those tiny cooling radiators really slowly. Faster. I'll just feed you since I'm here. How many of these? One more? Yeah, one more should do it for now. Come on. What are we waiting for? Pumps? Oh, I've got some of them. Cool. I got 2 more. That's fine. So, is what I say to you, game, for making me do this. We can have a whole bunch that are... I think I might delete you so that we can do some pass-through, because what we'll do... is there going to be enough room? Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4. And no, just leave them there for now. Maybe this is where we'll do our double stack. Okay. Yeah. Bring in the space pipe. I think some of you can probably see where I'm going with this. No. That was wrong. Can't go any further down. Got to be a bit careful with pipes, because they will do exactly what you don't want them to do if you're not careful. And they will connect to each other in weird and wonderful ways. Do more of this. What do you think, game? You happy with that? I mean, I probably feel we need more. But that's a start. 3 more? Yeah, that'll do for now. That should do the trick. Really, game? Yeah, I think that's okay. It still covers them. And whammo! It's like a 50%, well, 30% increase in a few seconds. Will it be enough? It's always hard to tell. This one is happy pushing because this one's now... It's green more than red. We've got numbers in here that are slowly going up. Need a little bit more. Yes, indeed. Even more, which is just silly. Okay, well, one more then, I suppose. You can go here. Wow. That's a lot of stupid pipes. I mean, I should jam it in, but I mean, it's one of the nice things, at least, of having like something like a proper bus. When you do suddenly need to triple everything, it's not quite as extreme as you would think. Oops. Did I pick it up? I did when I changed recipe. That's just probably the right thing to do anyway at this stage. I'm so far away from the pipe 2s. That's kind of disappointing. I don't like that. It's too ugly. Too ugly to survive. Yeah, come on, game. It's got to be fine now. 900. 700, yeah, okay, it's moving in the right direction, thank goodness. So the pressure down here should be enough. Yeah, I mean, they're not using... Oh, they're using 16. Oh, it fills up. That's fine. All the way at the end, fills up. Okay, this one's fully backlogged. And you're also backlogged on the sides. This one is basically backlogged. You're not backlogged. Why not? Do you need another telescope? I bet you do. Oh no, look! It's backlogged. Oh, I can actually do this for the first time. I have been wanting to do this for so long. It is just insane, like how long that has been a goal. Look at that. We're making things and stuff. I've got these catalogs. Gonna check them. It's actually... What? You're missing the cold thermofluid? That's all you're missing? How much do you need? 20. That's science. That's like 50 science packs just waiting for cold thermofluid. Is it coming in and jamming up the pipes? Now it can't possibly be so full as to jam up the pipes. Nope, 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 nope. It's just production. You're still not... yeah, okay. More is what's required. Then I will give you more. Fine, game. Be that way. Do I need more pumps? I don't think I do. How many are you going to give me? This is like finally, I don't know what hour this is, but finally we're going to have the decent production of Science of Astrometrics 1. Just in time for it to be completely redundant. We have to start over with the new tech. And... yeah. Get rid of all of this. When are the logistics bots going to actually visit me? Are you fluid? What? Fluid ingredient shortage now? Oh, have we got this around the right way for all, wrong way for all of them? Correct. I'm just double checking. That'd be embarrassing if the reason it didn't work was because half of them were just pointed the wrong way. I've done similar things before. Like, wow, there's just so much thermofluid in there. Like, what are you even... Oh, you're still making. Like, you don't need to make if you're less than, like, 10k. Like, you don't ever have to make any more for a long time game. So, drones, you can stop feeding that. It's just not required. And yeah, now that'll slowly back up. If we fill this, everything will jam because then all the returning fluids won't be able to get through the system, which would actually be a real pain. Still barely holding on. It's not growing. I just don't understand the scale that's required for cooling. Alright. At least we can get these three in. They're facing the right way. There we go, they get modules. Like, how much even is that? 44 machines producing 8 cold fluid per second. That is nothing. Wow. I would love to see some experienced SpaceXers come in and talk about this with me, because this feels like really ridiculously large. I'm still not really keeping up. These are more solid green though. They're not exactly... I don't think they're going at a reasonable full tilt. Yeah, just double check all of these are piped. Those are all going out. Yeah, we're just going to have to live with it. For now at least. I think... Okay, those are working. This is working again. Cool, it's actually burned through all of that stored up stuff. So I think we're going to see... Yeah, we'll take the science ourselves. Let's go dump it in the factory. Nice. So we're going to actually be able to do some stuff here now. Bam. Have you stolen lots of astrometrics? No, you've got the rocket science packs. What was that all? That was 70. That was like 1%. Well, it's a 500 science thing. That's no great surprise, but that's where we're at now. We have to do the 500 science. So it actually makes me think we should really concentrate on expanding the base and colonizing new worlds. Oh my goodness, why is scrap so backed up? Oh, scrap's really backed up everywhere. Oh, it's actually preventing further science. Oh, this is just endless, isn't it? Why are you backed up? What's wrong? You're backed up on stone. Why are you backed up on stone? Why are you backed up? You're backed up on copper. Okay. Okay, I know what to do about that. Get rid of it, drones. Push it into the system. Will help a little bit. Was it just copper? It was just copper. I'm actually going to have to find a way to get rid of that copper in the long term, because right now it won't end up on the belt. I suppose I can send request suggests, but I just want to have a think about it before I try and jam the system up. You can work faster, please. Wow, that was quite a weird backlog to have to deal with, and it's essentially frozen all the science because this backlog will take quite a while to clear through. But at least this is working. That's going fine. That's ticking along. It's kind of slow, but I mean, at some point we're going to need a second one of these, which I'll have to figure out. I mean, I can jam it in. It's just feeding it the right amount of resources without being a pain. Interesting problem. So this essentially now is operating at the speed of that machine, that yellow maker. Pretty sure that's going to be the bottleneck. So we can double it by just doubling the amount. Yeah, that is true. But I just don't want to pipe it in right now. Now, did our solar panels finish? Big question. I think not, because I don't think everything was in quite the right place. But I know how to fix that. Solar grid. Solar grid. Okay. Alright, that's going to do the trick. Especially once the drone port goes down. So, boys, you can get that drone port in. And the power. I'd rather you did the power, but okay, fine. Ah, because you need the next set, don't you? Okay, you need the next one. Solar, solar, solar. There it is. Good. Okay, cool. That's gonna be beautiful. I mean, at least from the map view, that looks a little bit like an orbital station, doesn't it? Rather than just a giant blob that hangs around in space. Okay. And I'm also hoping it distracts the solar stuff. These are making again. Oh, possibly because of this requested chest. I'm going to turn this off. And then I'll figure out why this doesn't work. I'm okay with the cannons running. I wouldn't mind a sync from the copper system though, just since that is overloaded down here and we have a lot in storage. But at least we're pushing it out into the network now. The drones can busy themselves with that job. Oh, actually, what am I doing here? This is just supposed to be a dumb chest. That is sand. Just gets moved between them, and I don't want sand in the network. Do I need to do any speed modules? Nah, that can all just be fine. That's working now. Actually, why is so scrap is going? Okay, well, actually, what this would be smart. Let's help things along. There we go. That'll clear some of it. So scrap here can just go in this box, and it can go into the other pulverizer. And data cards, the broken ones, just go in here. And this machine fixes them up. Just do a backlog of data cards. Come on. Oh, okay, what is? Let's load it up. Leave it into it. Alright, cool. That's happy. That's happy. Backlog is getting cleared. What? Why is everything stopped? Where's all my discs gone? Why aren't you working? Fluids. Launch. Barrels in there? There's so much other stuff in there. Yes. If I put filter inserter there. Where are you filtery things? Oh, here's one. I could empty out a fair amount of stuff that I don't think needs to be in there. Empty out the sciences, it'll free up room for the barrels, and then the rocket can come up with more barrels and everyone will be happy, and all my productions will continue without interruption, because science is just kind of jamming it up right now. Eventually maybe I'll have to make a science rocket or something. But you know what, I think that's probably a good time to call it quits. The system is working pretty well. Why are you not? What? You're just waiting for fluids? Yeah, I mean, I think the system's working pretty well. The bus is running, science is cranking at a reasonable clip, and everything is pretty happy. We're working through a pretty chunky science at a reasonable pace, about as fast as this machine will go. And I think I will possibly see if I can throw in another one between episodes and start planning for colonizing the other base, which will be the next episode. So until then, I hope you'll stick around, keep following this, and I'll catch you later. I've been Tony Pirate. Good night.